Yeah. Welcome back to Peak Speed Lab 164. I'm laughing because this is take two. This is the place where gravity and mass meet friction. The ramp decides the results or who wins. And this is our lab where we measure pretty much all the components of the vehicles that we test run. We include the track geometry, track temp, room humidity, that kind of thing. So I'm going to do some fast motion of the measurement process. I've done a couple just really drawn out so you can see the actual process, but I know that could make for kind of a long video, and I don't know how many folks are really going to be interested in watching me do this long ways. But every once in a while, I like to include the actual the physical actions of all of these steps. Anyway, so back to it. I'm pointing to the batch of vehicles we have here. Again, I've shown those in a previous video and in a photo. And I think we're just going to keep going right up this one row this column, I guess, really is what it is. So we'll just pick the next one. I don't ever have these planned out. I did in the very beginning when I kind of wanted to get started, but this was the next one up in this row that I've got here. We are going to do the 83 Chevy Silverado today. That is going to be next up on the docket, next up in the lab. And as you can see, maybe not because it, unfortunately, it does the backwards thing when you're looking at it, but this is from the Truckin Along line or set. So this is number 3 of 5. I want to think I just did that one. It might have been the Jeep. But anyway, this is the back 4x4s and trucks ready to work or race. 83 Chevy Silverado. I always like to show the back. You know, you never know what's going to be on there if people want to kind of read what's happening. All right. So this is what we're going to be doing. We'll do the usual unboxing, the measurements, the warm-ups, which are the 20-lap warm-ups, and then the 10 official test runs. Figure out what these results are. We'll see if this pickup truck, which has a really kind of a cool, I don't know, livery on it, Black Widow. It's like this like kind of pinkish, I don't know if that's brown or black. Anyway, I guess we'll find out in a minute. Time to unbox this bad boy. Well, bad girl. Okay. Ready for unboxing. So for the unboxing, we'll do the usual. I'm going to move some of these items out of the way here. Blister pack time. Always. Oh, all right. I've been getting pretty lucky lately with opening these blister packs. These have been coming up pretty smoothly. So this truck is a little lighter than I thought it was. Well, it's got a little bit of weight here. It's weird how sometimes they feel differently in the package than out of the package. But as usual, we'll do the look-see. We'll do the view all the way around. So you can see all the angles up close. She'll be on the pedestal later at the end as always, but it's kind of what are we dealing with here? The beginning. You can kind of see in the cabin there. Can't tell if that's a stick. Anybody know how to drive a stick? I know that's becoming quite the lost art. So we'll see if I can. Another one made in Malaysia. 2021. I always like to do that because I'm trying to tell if that's plastic or not when they're silver in color. But I think that's plastic. All right. What do you say? We put her through the measurement process. Okay, we're back here and just finished doing the measurements as you saw. Did that in fast motion. We're about to do her 20 test runs. We're going to see if, like as usual, if the fastest run ends up being the first one, as always. So let's find out. We'll find out the fastest, and then also typically what the fastest lap time was or lap speed was, time, and slowest time. So here we go. All right, first run. 1.731. I don't know why I thought it was going to be slower, but hey, we'll see how she does the rest of the way. We just finished up the 20 warm-up runs. We're about to do the 10 official laps. As you see right now, we've got the fastest time of 1.731 with the slowest of 1.798 that happened in lap 18. But the rest of the time, the lap times were pretty consistent. So here we go. Lap 1 to 10 of the official about to be in. Time to rant. Oh, we just had a malfunction. All right, so if I remember to stop this, hopefully I will. This is lap 6. We had a little bit of a malfunction with the Play Robotics starting gate system, and so lap 5 didn't end up being recorded because I had to mess around with some of the mechanisms here, but I think it's all working again. But I did track. I do have the time of the lap, so we're back to lap 6. Hopefully, this is back to working. Boom. We're about to do lap 10. That lap 9 was the slowest lap so far. Not sure what to think about what's going on right now. Almost feels like a little bit of the Twilight Zone for those of you who know what that is. Lap 10. All right, let's enter the info into the database right here. So you'll see the numbers. Lap 5, between 4 to 5 is where we had the malfunction. But lap 5, which wasn't videoed, that was the result. Lap 10 will be 1.759, as you just saw. Welcome back to Peak Speed Lab 164, where gravity and mass once again met friction. The ramp decided the results. And it was a bit of a Twilight Zone situation today. As I mentioned in one of the laps, we had a little malfunction with the track system, really with the gate, but got everything worked out, mechanism worked out. So all is fine. We got the results. Um, what I didn't provide, I was showing you the results of the measurements. But what I forgot to include for you was the room temperature today. Well, actually, we'll start with the track temp today was 68.7 degrees Fahrenheit, 20.4 Celsius. We got the room temp of 68.2 degrees Fahrenheit at 20.1 degrees Celsius. The humidity today is at 31%. So when we did the last vehicle, we had a humidity of like 39%. And yes, this was in fact from the same series as that Jeep, the Truckin Along series. So it's just I would say coincidence that it was here because when I pulled all of these vehicles out, matter of fact, um, of the bags and the boxes, I just kind of just put them in these columns so that it would be easy enough to kind of go through and read if I decided I wanted to sort of follow along either with the theme, if I was looking for something specific, or if I just wanted to randomize the what I was picking for the day. Okay. So we've got the measurements in, we've got all the results in, we've got the issues resolved, and it's time to put this beauty on the pedestal, let her have her glory. Right now.